When we were first signing the lease for 10 Hudson Yards was the day before Sandy made landfall. And we knew that for the types of tenants that we were asking to come to Hudson Yards, that having that resilience, that long-term backup power was going to be important for them to make sure that they could continue critical business operations over the long term.
One of the great features of the Jenbacher engine is if there is a grid outage, it's able to operate in island mode. So essentially allows the facility to operate independent of the electrical grid and produce both electricity, heat, and hot water on a consistent basis.
We needed the ability to disconnect and reconnect to the grid. And that was a big challenge. And working closely with the team at Northeast Energy Systems and INNIO Jenbacher, we were able to configure the plant such that the engines are able to ride through a transient out on the grid as we disconnect. It's a very highly technical process, very challenging. However, what it does is it expedites our transition off of grid power to island mode operation.
It's really just a glorified math problem. It's our job as a provider of Jenbacher engines to work with our customers to do that math, show all of our work, and help them make an informed decision based on what they're trying to solve for.
We, in real time, monitor the energy usage for all the buildings on the campus. That sum is placed into an integrator in the back of our software package for the engines, and then the engines will then output the exact sum of the campus's electrical demand. So we run in parallel with the Con Edison utility. So what will happen in the blackout is we would open breakers that detach ourselves from the Con Edison grid. We'll then restore the plant and bring up several engines onto the collector bus, close in on our 13.2 kV breakers, and then go through an automatic loading sequence to close in on all of our 480 volt loads in Hudson Yards.
This specific facility, Hudson Yards, has 4 Jenbacher J620 engines operating as a combined heat and power plant for the facility. So we're producing electricity, hot water, and chilled water 24/7 for the Hudson Yards property.
We would be able to run indefinitely in a sustained blackout. From a reliability perspective, it's incredible. It's what our tenants and our owners want for these buildings.